Good morning, everyone. This is November 27th, 2020. Temperature is 8 degrees Celsius. I'm at the corner of Charles and Gottingen in Halifax, and this morning we're going to be taking a walk down Gottingen. It's kind of a rainy day. It's right at the moment it stopped raining, so I'm hoping that this won't be a walk in the rain. It will actually be a walk after the rain. So right now there's no rain, so we're going to take a walk down Gottingen, and I have a destination in mind. I was told there's a certain donut shop down here that has the best donuts in Halifax. So I got to find out if that's true. So I'm on a quest to eventually stop at a place called Fortune Donuts. And then after that, I'm not just sure. We're walking around. I'm in the north end of Halifax, by the way. And over that way, you see across the harbor is Dartmouth. Down this way is downtown, which I'm heading towards that way. And so it's a beautiful morning. It's 8 degrees, but it's actually quite comfortable. My jacket is open, and I don't find it cold. So 8 degrees isn't bad, I guess, when you're used to. It was down minus 2 or 3 yesterday, so it come up quite a bit. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this walk down through Gottingen Street this morning on a wet morning here, and hopefully the rain is all over now, and we'll just enjoy our walk as we make our way down through Gottingen Street. So I'm just passing a manor. This place here is called Sunrise Manor, and I guess it's a place for not only seniors but others who maybe aren't able to work and things like that. And across the street is the Uniac housing area. Sometimes over the years it's kind of got a bad rap, but there's a lot of good people who live down there, and I believe it's public housing. So as far as I know, I think it's public housing. But there's a lot of good people live there, and there's families, and just the odd thing here and there that's happened that give it a bad reputation, but it's really not that bad a place. Okay, so here we go, on down. I just want to show you everything that's here, and you can make up your own mind if you like Halifax. I think it's a great city. I think the North End is beautiful, and we haven't explored it enough. I've walked around parts of the North End, but not everything. There's a store called Joe's Market. Never been in there, can't really say what it's like, but I suppose it's all right. It's a corner store. And the hair place right there. Well, we'll make our way on down to, I don't think I'll go all the way downtown in this video, because I want to try to keep this video, if I can, down to 20 minutes. It's hard because when you're walking, sometimes you don't pass very much of interest in 5 minutes, and then 20 minutes goes by really fast. So anyways, we'll do our best. I'm walking along quite fast here today, so I can cover as much as possible. This is a Korean food, so if you like cooking Korean food, that's the place to buy your raw materials for making Korean food. I love most Asian food. I eat a lot of Chinese food and Japanese and Philippine and Vietnamese. I like Vietnamese food, the noodles and all that. So, okay, it looks like I've reached my destination for Fortune Donuts. So I'm going to go in here and see if they actually have. Oh, I got to put my mask on, because if I don't put my mask on, they won't let me in. We just started This is our first day of lockdown since they changed things. Okay, so I have to put my mask on. Otherwise I'll get into trouble. Hopefully you can hear me all right with my mask on. And sorry about that. There we go. All right, now I will see. Let's see. Okay, we are now at Fortune Donuts, so we'll go in and see if I can get the best donuts in the city.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm just doing a little video and I want to buy a donut. And I was told by a fellow YouTuber that this restaurant had the best donuts in Halifax.
That's awesome. Great to hear.
So I came in to put that to the test.
Perfect.
So that's all right if I just show your donuts. And they told me this was the best place in the city for donuts, and we're going to put that to the test. What should I get? I never saw donuts like these in my life. They are absolutely beautiful. So I think they're going to pass the test taste. All right. So let's see. I think a marble glazed cake one. That's that one right there. Aren't they nice? Man, they're beautiful donuts. So I'm going to take it with me. Oh, great, you got it in the bag there.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be everything for you today.
that will be it.
All right, 286 altogether.
And the worker behind the counter is very patient with me today as I'm trying to do this little video. I almost came in without my mask. Just got to get used to that again.
715 back to you there.
Thank you very much.
You have a great day.
Yep. So this is the inside of Fortune Donuts. Isn't it nice in here? So the best donuts in the city, I'm told. We'll find out shortly. And thanks again.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Yep. So I'm on my way back out now to the street. Now wasn't that fun? A nice visit into Fortune Donuts, and the guy was very helpful in there. And so you never know what you can do till you try it, right? See how people are going to take what you're trying to do. We're just having fun here, and oops, I think my camera's a little off kilter here. So it looks. So it looks. There we go. We're back in focus. Everything is good. The camera is working. We're back in focus. Sometimes when you tip things just the wrong way, it can act up on you. So anyway, I'll show you my bag with my donut in it. Fortune Donut, isn't that nice bag? And that's a beautiful donut. And I was told it was the best donut, so I hope I'm right. Okay, I'm going to try to cross the street here because if I can, the public. Okay, looking down Gottingen Street, and they let me across the street. That was nice, even though I jaywalked. This is the public library, and I'm told, I know for a fact they have public washrooms in here, so I'm just going to. But it's closed right now. I can't get in. It's because of the lockdown. Because of the lockdown, the library's closed. So okay, we'll continue on. And go a little farther down through Gottingen Street here. So I hope you like this little walk we're doing, to visit the Fortune Donuts, which I have never bought a donut before. And there, now we're going to find out how good they are. First chance I get a chance to sit down. I'm taking my mask back off now. There, that better. You probably can hear me better now with my mask. With my mask off, you probably can hear my voice a lot better. I just saw a note from my fellow YouTuber, which I have never met yet, named Bevy, and she's the one that was talking about fortune donuts. So, Beverly, I just got my message where I made a comment on your YouTube video. So one day maybe I'll meet up with you on Gottingen, perhaps. I'm not always in Gottingen, but I'm covering the city as best I can. And it's always nice to see fellow YouTubers out here doing the same thing. So I appreciate all that. You have a great day. Okay, back to what I was doing. We're walking on down Gottingen now. I'm going to try to find a place to sit down and enjoy this donut from Fortune Donuts. And if it proves to be the best donut in Halifax, I will make sure I pass that information on to fellow Halifax. Hey, does anybody know what Halifax people are called? I think I heard someone say they're Haligonians, but I could be. I'm not sure. Not sure about that. As someone who lived in Ontario 15 years and never resided in Halifax, I'm fairly new here, so I heard it was Haligonians, but if I'm wrong, you can correct me on that, okay? So we're walking down the part of Gottingen now where there's several stores, and it seems like this city has been under construction since I've been here, and it still is apparently. They're working on the hydro wires. There's always some kind of work going on in the city here. And there's the Mi'kmaq Native Friendship Center over there. And over the years I've met a lot of nice, real nice Mi'kmaq people. I gotta say, I've known several of them in my life, and they're very friendly people. And I can say nothing but the best for the Mi'kmaq people.
Look at this. Look at this girl. Seriously, where is it though? Don't fuck with me. You left inside that thing, didn't you?
Well, we'll continue our way on down Gottingen Street, and so far no rain. So I was thinking I was going to have to call this video a rain walk on Gottingen, but the rain looks like it's over, so it's going to be a post-rain walk because the streets are still wet, but the water's not falling, so that's really good. If I have to walk in the rain, I think my coat will withstand a bit of water, but I just soon walk in the not rain, if you know what I mean. Anybody's ever been out here thinking about rain falling? It's good to not have rain falling. So there's a place right across the street called the Nook on Gottingen, and they have coffee, food, and beer, and they're open. And that's another place I will one day go in and try, because I like trying out these little coffee places. I didn't buy a coffee at the donut shop because I've already had a couple today. So I don't want to drink too much coffee. Get my camera all out of focus here from vibrating, so we'll try to keep the coffee down to a minimum. You'll notice there's a lot of buildings in Halifax. Has got murals on the wall, beautiful murals. Like there's another really nice one here. I've seen loads of them. I gotta one day try to get a compilation of all these murals that's on the side of buildings, because they're really beautiful. I'll go down to the end of the street, and then maybe I'll go up a block and walk across Agricola back to my car, because I parked up there. It said I could have 2 hours parking. I didn't see any parking meters, so I left it there. Hopefully I don't get a ticket, and I won't be gone that long. They give you 2 hours, but I don't think I'll be much more than half an hour. Let me see, how long has this been going so far? I've been 14 minutes so far, so that's not bad. And like I said, there's always construction everywhere. the north end of Halifax is so full of construction. There's either renovation, construction, something going on. There's another building right there, built right on the curve. Kind of nice, and across the street is the Salvation Army Men's Hospital. They call it the Center of Hope. And I've been in there a few times, and we went in for breakfast and things like that, and so it's a place that really helps out the people on the street. And I've gone in there before. Sometimes our church donates things to that place. And we used to go in there once a month for men's breakfast, but we haven't done that since the virus came along. And anyways, there's a place I used to go to as well, the Seven Bays. That I guess they have rock climbing in there too, I think, and it's a restaurant. But now, because the COVID, it looks like it's shut right down. It was open for a while, and it's a good place. You can use your phone in there, or your laptops and that kind of stuff, your tablets, and it's usually a university crowd that hangs out in there. But now it's closed because we just got under new lockdown conditions starting this morning. Yesterday everything was open. Today it's all closed. I see Staples is open, but they're only allowing 25% capacity in the stores that are open. So that's how that goes. All right, in the next street, I'm going to walk up to Agricola and back towards my car. We've covered cottage in here. I just wanted to see some of these businesses and see how many's open because of the COVID lockdown. Things have got a lot tighter today. And I really wanted to try out those Fortune Donuts, where I heard so much about how great they were. And here's another mural that's really cool. Got a picture of the street here, and some other things like that on it. So if you like these murals, I'll keep on trying to do some more. I get some pictures of more murals that's on buildings. There's a lot of old buildings around here that's got murals on them. Okay. Well, we're going down. I'll make a left over here, go up towards Agricola and walk back that way till I come to my car. And I wanted to try to squeeze a video in this week because I came out Tuesday to do it, and it was really cold and the wind was blowing so hard. I knew if I recorded anything in that wind, you'd hear nothing but the wind crashing in my microphone. So I gave up on it on Tuesday, and yesterday I had some work to do yesterday, so I had to make some money yesterday, and so I had to take that day off. But today I'm doing some volunteer work later, but not until 2 p.m. So I'm okay for a while. And today seemed like a really nice day to do a video because it's mild out, there's no wind, and it was raining, but now it's stopped, and I think I'm going to make this trip without any rain. It looks that way. It looks like I'm going to have a rain-free walk. The road's still wet, but there's a nice feel in the air. It feels kind of clean after all that rain. You can just kind of smell the freshness in the air. And I got to tell you, if anybody's used to smoky cities and poor air quality, first thing you're gonna notice when you come to Halifax is how fresh the air is. There's hardly any polluters, other than the cars. There's hardly any pollution here. The sky is always clear. You can see for miles, unless there's fog. A lot of fog comes in off the ocean, but other than the fog, it's really a pollution. I'd say it's almost a pollution-free city. Yeah, we have smokestacks over on the other side of the harbor for the Power Commission, but they don't pour smoke out all the time, just sometimes. and usually don't blow over in this direction. It goes a different direction. Now here's some more of those nice old houses that's in the north end here. There's so many of them. They notice they always seem to paint the door a different color than the house, and got all different shades, and regardless of the color of the house, the door will be a different color, which I think they look really nice. I can't say enough how much I'd like to live over here, but I live across the harbor in Dartmouth because it's a little cheaper over there to live, and so that's why I live over there. So I think my street might be just up here, not much farther. We'll walk up to Agricola. When I first came here, I was just pronouncing it as it's spelled, and I called it Agricola. And it's funny, I was watching Bev's video this morning, and she was saying they make a joke out of calling it Agricola. So I felt a little silly, because that's what I used to call it when I first came here. But it is Agricola. I tell you, the correct pronunciation is Agricola. Okay, now we got that all cleared. The air is cleared. All right. How many minutes am I gone here? 22 minutes, okay. If I can get it down to half an hour, that'll be perfect. Sometimes I've used up all my storage on my phone, and then I get a little sign on my phone that says some functions may not work because you've used up all your storage. So that's not good when you can't use a lot of your things because you've used up your storage. So I hope that's not the case today. I should have another 8 or 9 minutes before I get into trouble. So when this plan runs out on this phone, I got a few more months, I'll get a new phone, and then I'll just strictly dedicate this one to doing videos. So I won't have anything else stored on it. So that will be a lot better when I don't have to have a bunch of other things on my phone, but just use it for videos, and I'll be able to travel further without it running out of space. Well, I've walked up to North Park. We'll cut across here, and work my way back down to my car after that. Alright, so we're over in North Park, and this is about where you're really in the north end when you're up here, and there's the common over there, and over there is the place that we love to come to in the winter time. My wife loves to skate on the oval they have over there in the winter. It's frozen over and you can just skate. It don't cost anything. You can go inside a warm building to put your skates on, and it's really nice. So Halifax has quite a few of things like that for people that you can make use of, and that's really a fun place. This building here belongs to the Armories, I believe, and it's been getting renovations since we moved to Halifax. Like over 2 years that tarp has been up there, and they've been working on this building, so when it's done it must be a sight to behold. I hear them working in there, I hear the hammers going, so it's going to be a beautiful thing if you can go by the amount of time it's taken to do it. So this is one of those roundabout things that seem to be getting popular. Instead of stopping for a traffic light, you just go around the roundabout. and the traffic keeps moving. But sometimes you can get in the wrong lane and it's hard to get corrected. So I'm not going to go down Kennard Street. I'm going to go on Agricola. Because after that I'll be back to my car and hopefully no parking tickets. And that's always a problem. You know, I try to obey the law when I can, but sometimes it's not clear. It looked like the parking was free there for 2 hours. So I'm hoping that I interpreted it right. I didn't see any of those boxes where you put your money in and you put your ticket on the window. I didn't see any of those new electronic boxes up here. So maybe when you're in front of some of these stores, they don't make you pay because that's better for business if you don't have to pay for the parking. So that could be it. I'm hoping, because I don't want to get a ticket. It's easier to pay the parking fee, which is right downtown. You can park for I believe it's 1 hour for $2. I did that one day last week. Parked for about an hour, a little over an hour when I got back, and it was $2. So up here it'd probably be less, but I didn't see any parking boxes to pay a fee for parking. So all I can do is assume the parking is free there, which we'll find out very shortly if the parking was free. We'll find out. Hopefully it is. Agricola is a nice street. There's a lot of businesses on here and things. And it's a beautiful walking street too. I travel it quite often. Come down Agricola. And it's a change of pace from Gottingen. There's a little cafe right over there. And I'm not sure if it's open today because, as I said, this is the first day of our second lockdown. And we're not used to things being closed. We were before, but then they opened things back up. And we were like really in good shape here as far as the virus goes. And really even now I think in the whole province of Nova Scotia there's around 100 cases, which to us that seems like a lot, but if you live in Toronto, that's a drop in the bucket. So they got it really bad up there, and out in Alberta it's quite bad. So I gotta say 100 in the whole province is not bad. But my congratulations to our Premier McNeil, because he's called for the lockdown. He wants to get this under control before it gets too bad, which is probably a good thing. Because the quicker you tackle it, the smaller the job is. So that's how that goes. Yep, it's easier to cure something if you do it right at the beginning than at the end when it's really bad. So all we can do is hope that we're on the lockdown for 2 weeks, and if this works out, then they're going to open things back up again. So we got to be on our best behavior for the next 2 weeks and get the numbers down again, and then they'll start opening things back up. So that's all we do. I'm just checking my time here. I'm at 29 minutes. So a little bit more. I think we might be up to 35 when I get this video done, because I will soon be back to my car, hopefully. And then we'll end this video. And then I gotta go home. We'll put it on the computer and try to get it out within the next day or two. Alright, I thought the mayor guy wanted to go down the street, but I guess not. So we'll continue on. I think I'm parked in this next block here. It's not very far from here, I believe. Like I don't know every street real well in Halifax, so I know where I park my car, but the exact location, I'll walk till I come to it, which I don't think is too much farther. And you'll notice one thing about the streets in Halifax, even the small streets, there's hardly any garbage laying around the streets like there is in the big cities, and it's really good. You hardly ever encounter something like that here. Well, I'm back at my car, and I don't see any parking tickets on the windshield, so it looks like we're in good shape. So I'm going to end this video right here. I hope you liked watching this video, walking around Agricola and Gottingen, and stopping at Fortune Donuts. And next video I will let everybody know if I really and truly love Fortune Donuts. You all have a good day. We'll talk to you on the next video. Bye for now.